welcome. I am super happy to have you. Today's video is going to be a travel vlog of Old San Juan in Puerto Rico. And if you're just joining my channel, for a little bit of context, I traveled to Puerto Rico and was there for almost 2 weeks very recently, where I lived in two separate parts of Puerto Rico. One was a really small island called Culebra, Puerto Rico, and I've already put up my travel vlog from Culebra, so if you haven't really watched that, I would recommend watching that one. This one's going to be about the other part of Puerto Rico, Old San Juan. Old San Juan is so beautiful. I am in love with the colonial architecture here. The buildings are super colorful, super dreamy. It looks like it's straight out of a movie set, so I hope you will enjoy this vlog. Wanted to give you guys a tour of the first Airbnb that we stayed at. We were supposed to stay here throughout the duration of our time in Old San Juan, but then there was issues here with the internet and things, so we had to move to another one, which is also in this video. This one was super vintage. Like, there were a lot of very cute antique vintage decor pieces, which I really liked, and it was very centrally located in San Juan, so basically just walking distance from everything, which is what you should look for if you're staying in Old San Juan. We got dinner at this very popular restaurant. It was called La Madre, and they actually had like a lounge bar area in the back for you to like sit and wait at, which was super nice. This was like really giving me the speakeasy feels. After dinner, we went to this place called the Poets Passage, which is not very popular. Only locals are aware of it, but there's a lot of poetry and rap and things that happen here, so you should definitely check it out. The next morning, we got breakfast at this cafe called La Mallorca. It was honestly my most favorite place. We went there like 4 out of 5 mornings. After that, we decided to spend the day walking around beautiful Old San Juan, so come walk with me.
Sometimes I watch the clouds. They're begging to be stared at. They say my thoughts aloud. They never used to do that. My dreams smell just like pine, like something once forgotten. They feel just like they're mine, but the wind blows them like cotton. The rivers gave me my blue eyes. The trees inspired me to grow. I feel so young that I could cry. I feel like indigo.
The next morning, we decided to go see the castles in Old San Juan. This was basically just a 5-minute walk from our Airbnb, and so we thought it was a good way to spend the morning.
We would drive along the hills. I don't think I'll ever forget the way they rolled. It gave me chills that I'm not ready to admit. And we would leap into the lake, and our breath was briefly stolen. We didn't know the splash we'd made, or how our world would soon be swollen. The rivers gave me my blue eyes. The trees inspired me to grow. I feel so young that I could cry. I feel like indigo.
After a very long tour of the castle, we decided to get lunch at this very popular spot. I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, so I'm just going to leave the name on the screen. But we tried the authentic Puerto Rican mofongos, which is a fried plantain dish. It was really good.
Tell me who do you see? The rivers gave me my blue eyes. The trees inspired me to grow. I feel so old that I could die. I feel like indigo.
Okay, so this was the second Airbnb that we stayed at, and I was obsessed with this space because it was so beautifully decorated. There were so many paintings, and all of those paintings were done by the lady that owned this Airbnb, which I thought was such a cute personal touch, and I just loved the little trinkets everywhere. I would definitely recommend staying at this one. This one very much felt like home.
Just lost my mind. Now I'm losing time. Can't sleep at night. So cold, baby.
We spent like 3 or 4 very early mornings learning to surf, and then one day we saw a double rainbow on the beach, which was such a beautiful thing to witness. And then the same day, we also went to the Museum of Arts in Puerto Rico. If you're interested in art, this is a must check out for you. They also have a very beautiful botanical garden sort of area, which I thought was so calming.
Fingers crossed, I'm begging, baby, let me go. You've got this captivating touch that's got me coming back for more.
The highlight of the San Juan trip had to be El Yunque Rainforest. This was honestly the best day ever, and you guys should definitely check it out if you're there. We basically picked a tour on TripAdvisor that took us to El Yunque in the morning and the Bayo Bay in the evening. It's linked in the description box. But basically, we literally hiked through mud knee deep in dirty sludge water and got to the top of this rainforest, and then we spent all of our time cliff diving. I dived off of a 30 feet high cliff, which was the most scary thing I've ever done in my life, and I have even been skydiving. So yeah, it was crazy, but it was so worth it.
You've got me in over my head. I'm drowning in the undertow. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm begging, baby, let me go.
If you just have a few days in Old San Juan, I definitely recommend taking this trip that we took because they covered the rainforest as well as the bioluminescent bay in the same day. Basically, the Bayo Bay, we just went kayaking in the dark, so I couldn't really get a lot of video, but it was like seeing fireflies in the water. It was honestly something that you guys need to do.
Every time it's healing, can't deny the pain. I gotta love the feeling. How are you gonna save me now? You've got me upside up. You've got your hands around my throat. You've got me in over my head. I'm drowning in the undertow. I've got my fingers crossed.